What's up? What's up? I hope everyone's doing good. I'm Antoine. I'm your host, and welcome to DeafWoke. Providing my visual description, I have milk chocolate skin. Got it from my mama. I'm Cherokee and Blackfoot and African. I have an ebony bushy beard. I got a little silver going on. I have long locks. Getting to about 3 feet long. I have a gray t-shirt on with yellow imprint. Says hashtag DeafWoke. I have a blue background. I'll be using a sign language because I'm black, deaf, and proud. Say it loud. Black, deaf, and proud. Black, deaf, and proud. Say it louder. Black, deaf, and proud. And we are clearly in Black History Month. Have y'all missed me? It's been a while. It's been a while. So, it's perfect fitting. Happy New Year. So it's the perfect time to restart DeafWoke, bring back DeafWoke in 2022. And it's Black History Month, but really it's Black History Month every day. So February 11th, 2022. We're nearing Valentine's Day. I hope you feel love this weekend. And if you don't have a special person, you got yourself. Love yourself. Now, before I introduce our guests, I want to introduce our interpreters. Woo! This is interpreter Kaylee. And let me introduce the interpreter Jay. You two. Thank you so much. I've missed you two. Katie says, yes, me too. Antoine says, thank you so much for the service you provide to the deaf community. I really appreciate it. Peace. I hope y'all are thrilled. Okay, I can already see some people coming on in. So let's introduce our incredible guests. Fabulous. Just fabulous. Y'all know who we got tonight? Y'all not ready. I don't know if y'all ready for Sheena Lyles. And her name is pronounced Sheena. She's an American comedian, content creator, actress, and she's deaf. She was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and raised in the undeveloped little city of York, Pennsylvania. While through her childhood, she experienced so much repetitive assault, trauma, and trying to find coping mechanism. And what she found was humor. to battle back the pain of her childhood. This is her sign name, Sheila. We're going to get a little bit more deep into what her journey was. But again, she's an incredible actress, stand-up comedian. She's been on she's been on several programs listed on Monique's, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock as important influences. I want you to introduce the Queen Foreverrrr, Sheila. Shanae.
I hope that was a loud introduction. I couldn't hear it, but here we are. Hey.
Welcome to DeafWoke. Man, what's going on? How are you?
Thank you for having me here. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really happy to be a part of DeafWoke. Because we're all supposed to be woke, am I right? Some of these people not quite there, but we getting there.
That's exactly the reason I set up this program, so we can learn about each other. Not to be closed-minded and closed off from one another, but to understand the things that are happening right below our nose.
Or some people are just living under the rock, kind of like SpongeBob living under that sea, way deep down there. We got to climb on out. We got to listen to one another. We have to pay attention to each other because we are proud. Proud deaf. That doesn't mean we're silent. Absolutely not.
So being that you're born Maryland, and so you were raised in Yorktown, yeah? Well, what's the difference? Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and when I was 5, I moved to York, Pennsylvania. My mom met her husband there, her first husband, and so we moved out there. I was mainstreamed for a few years, picking up sign language. Not a lot. It was a little rusty, and then. My mother didn't teach me sign language, didn't want me to learn sign language when she found out that I was deaf. And she wanted me to, use my voice and speak. And then when I went into the state school for the deaf in Granton, Pennsylvania, that's when I started getting exposed to sign language, and it was a game changer. These kids were signing better than me. I grew up, speaking oral. I had no idea. So that's where I met some of my best friends. They were deaf, came from deaf families, and, they signed so proficiently. So that's kind of where I started to learn. They had, siblings, brothers that were deaf, and they signed similarly. So I gradually, little by little, started using my voice less and started signing more. My mom encouraged me to go to Maryland school in Frederick, and I thought that was a little too good for that. But I ended up transferring to the Maryland school.
What was that? What was that school you said? Maryland where?
MSD, yeah, the Maryland School for the Deaf. MSD.
Some people are not familiar with the school.
Yeah, so MSSD is it's kind of like the Maryland School for the Deaf, but the model secondary elementary school. So it's an elementary and high school, and it's really diverse. Um, and it was great to just interact with kids from my age. I stayed there on campus, and I ended up graduating from that school. So that's kind of just, my background as a kid.
So for those who are not familiar, MMD is near Gallaudet University, and it is deaf. Whoo,
Yeah,
very,
deaf,
very,
deaf, 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 deaf.
very
Yeah.
deaf. I mean, there's so much energy there. The vibe. Whoo. So MS. So after MSD, where did you
I
go?
went to the Frederick campus, so that's close to Baltimore. Not too far, maybe like 45 minutes out.
How was that?
Well, my mom worked close by, so she wanted, to see me on the weekends on Friday, and so that's why I ended up going to that campus. So I was there for about 3 years. So, yeah, Mrs. Steve Frederick.
Reading your bio, you had, growing up where you grew up, it was tough, you know, and you found comedy to get you through those dark times, and that inspired you, yeah?
Yeah, it really was a form of therapy that I created for myself. I really didn't know how to process my trauma for a long time, maybe like 20 years. I was struggling to cope and process my trauma, and then comedy was that journey for me. When I was 7, I was raped and assaulted a few times, and I didn't realize what rape was. Nobody told me. And so I remember, my mom talking one time when I was young. I was little, like 5, and she was talking about, if things like that happen, if you're touched here, if something like this happens, let me know. But I was so young, I didn't remember that conversation. And so I just kept building up a wall, and when I went to school, that's when, like, I started to break down that wall a little bit. I knew, I was the black girl. People were looking at me in a different way. But those of us who were there that were black, we had our own family there. In a predominantly white space, there was about what 4% of black students. And so we created our own family and bonded so closely. And that's when I started to open up a little bit. And that's when I kind of, you know, figured out, okay, I can come out a little bit. I can come out, and I can be my authentic self. And so that was, getting to that place was frustrating. I had, some close friends, and I finally was feeling comfortable with myself and my journey in Maryland. And when I went to the Frederick campus, I really started to come into my own. And I kind of shifted that frustration. I found that answer in my own narrative and my comedy journey. So what happens, and you gotta accept it and process it and continue on.
Thank you for sharing that and opening up with us. Too often there are people who, are silent, and I'm here and I'm listening to you, experiencing trauma, and then having to layer that with, being black, and is there something wrong? And you'd mentioned, comedy was something that you were able to empower yourself through that. And comedy is, is a facet of art.
Exactly. Many people have that as a misconception. They miss that art piece. And for me, again, it was therapy. And so when I saw people laugh, that was a form of therapy. And I used my pain, and I really used parts of myself. And it was a way for me to let go. I watched one video, a great comedian. Her name is Spat. She's bold and racy and talks about her time growing up in the hood. Talks about her mother and how her mother wasn't really there for her. Talks about homecoming and uses that comedy that's derived from her pain and uses it in a way that makes people laugh. And so I do a similar thing. I share that with no shame.
That's when you became woke. And that's what
Mhm.
this is about,
Yup.
Deaf Woke. Finding a way to empower yourself, healing yourself. And so would you say basically would you say that was your role model?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot of role models, but one would be Monique. Another is Tiffany Haddish. Who else? Rosa Parks. Um, Harry Truman. Another just pillar of strength. Really bold.
Yeah, we don't have enough black women in comedy. We need more, yeah? We need more. What about black deaf women? What about those comedians? Are there a lot black deaf comedians? Do you see a lot?
You see a few, but you're right. There's not that many out there, and they're typically men, black men. They have a loud energy, a presence about them, but there's even fewer black women, and those that are out there, they're kind of soft spoken, but that is not the side of the spectrum that I fall on. I'm loud, I'm queer, I vibe with my audience, my energy is everywhere.
Come on, say that again. Be who you are. Yeah, come on, say
Because
that
I'm
again.
a black, deaf, queer person. Yes.
Yes, amen. I'm really inspired about the things that, you're making it happen. You know, Comedy is an art, it's therapy, but it's also a business. And it's something that you have to stay busy in. Do you have a lot of time? Does it, what time, tell us
It
about
is a
that.
lot of work. The thought process is step one, kind of doing a brain map. If I tell myself a joke and I laugh, then okay, I know that I can share this content with somebody else in my inner circle. And if they laugh, okay, I'm gonna jot that down. And so it's really, the planning stages in my head and in my inner circle. And then I try and see the whole picture. And then I map it out. I type it out and I see both kind of renditions that I've come up with. I write down my lines and then I, add in my actions, um, work on my word choice, how I phrase things. So it's exhausting, really. It's draining. It really does take a lot of energy because you're pulled in a lot of different directions and you just have to keep going all of the time.
What's your favorite project? What's your favorite content?
Antoine, there's so many. I can't even name one.
When I watch some of your projects, your videos, a lot of your videos just are incredibly inspiring. Educating people, talking about deaf life, language deprivation.
Yes, there's unfortunately a lot of language deprivation.
Can you, explain about hearing people? There's one video. It's shocking. I love just kind of your expression. You didn't say much.
That one, oh yeah, that one went viral almost. So basically what happened in that video is I was videoing a story and I'm not aggressive, I'm assertive. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and do something with no shame. So I met a person who was, interacting with them. And, sometimes hearing people, they don't know how to approach, they don't know how to interact, how to have a conversation. And so it's just like, they think I'm just reading lips, and I'm like, what are you saying? And so I did kind of a spoof on that, on those kind of interactions that you have. That was and sometimes hearing people just have that old sign in their mind, that's the only sign that they know, and they only learn that one sign. And so I wanted to, do a video on that, because it's important that, people don't think that, we're idiots. And so I wanted to put a few signs out there and do some videos of, just correcting some people's signs, how they are, maybe signing it incorrectly, and adjusting it so that, it's signed properly. And so sometimes with the ABCs, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So, sorry, I was little, and so trying to explain it to people in a way that they can understand it, to break it down really simply.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's just a different way of educating. Sometimes it's hard to read lips or understand people, but comedy, if we're all laughing, if we all think something's funny, oh, that's language in itself.
Right, and a lot of people actually say thank you for making that video, because now I understand, how I can approach a deaf person better, how I can interact and have a conversation. Because sometimes, people are just in their own world, they have no idea, they've had no exposure, and then they just come across you and they're like, oh, oh, wait, you're Queen Foreverrr, right? Right, that's you. And I'm like, yep, that's me. And then, oh, yo, come here. And they call their friend over, yo, this is Deaf Queen. So I'm happy to be able to have provided that content so that people can, have that interaction.
How important is ASL? I mean, BASL. How important is it to you?
ASL and BASL. I actually just had this conversation fairly recently with someone who has a slightly different opinion. We're focused on BASL and how that derived from the time of segregation. And so the Black deaf community came up with their own dialect and their own signs. My family, where my ancestors were slaves, and so I'm a part of that lineage. However, I didn't have sign language growing up. So I wasn't exposed to BASL. I learned at the Deaf Institute, at the deaf school. And so I didn't learn BASL. I learned that mainstream version of ASL. Some people think that because of my demeanor, because of my signing, that they think that I'm signing BASL. But Black ASL, typically you sign with 2 hands, mainstream ASL is 1. So there's just differences.
You can't escape your blackness. Come on.
I know.
Can't escape it. That's cool, because there's different, there's different meanings to ASL of what it means to me, what it means to you. Educating about deaf culture, the deaf experience, you're uplifting your voice. Sometimes people think, you're wrong, the videos that you put out. Now it's about connecting with people. That's what I feel. You're just trying to connect with people in a different way, a way in which people are not used to. People think, that they confuse bullying and to education. No, but you're loving people through comedy.
Right. That's always been my approach. People think I'm just trying to fuck with them on a day, and really I'm just trying to show some, I'm just trying to be assertive, give some tough love, and I always want to keep it real. I always try to keep it on the 100. That's what people can expect from me, and expect that I'm gonna fight for all of us. I'm gonna fight for your rights as well as mine, and your opinions and mine. Because a lot of the times, I see within the deaf community that they just stay within their comfort level, and people don't want to leave that comfort zone. And so, I'm finally seeing some change that, if I need to push you along a little bit to get you out of that comfort zone, all right, that's what my content is going to do. It's not bullying. It's just, let's not stay in this comfort zone, Like, if people come at me, I'm like, you better shut up. But then when I meet people in person, they're like, oh, okay, Sheena, you dope, you cool. So, it's just what you see is what you get.
I know, your videos aren't just about ASL or BASL, but you love interpreting renditions of songs, yeah?
Oh, you know it. There's this one butterfly and that I did a performance of, and I'm obsessed with it. It was on MTV. I was obsessed. So I was always watching. I was trying to get that speaker right up to my ear so I could try and hear it. I was vibing, bumped to that rhythm. And so, like, that's my song, that's my jam. And so I started off with that song and just kept going, because the deaf community can miss a lot. So I wanted to be a part of that, of, performing the music.
So do you get time to take the lyrics and then just do the rendition in sign language? So I notice, you'll find that, you'll find hearing people who perform or interpret songs that get the spotlight. But why? Do you agree with that? And but there's not enough deaf people getting the spotlight. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree a little bit. I think some people, can be awful. And then other people, they have, the appearance, they have the background, they have clarity. But some people are just throwing words out there, and it's like, what are you saying? What are you doing? And so people don't realize the impact of that. So I just prefer people that follow the lyrics, the actual lyrics, and not deviate too much from that. That's just my preference, but I've seen some people do more ASL heavy interpretations, and it's interesting to see as well.
Right. Yes. And we need to get our deaf people spotlighted because it's the natural language. Do you have a favorite singer, performer?
Okay, Alicia Keys for sure. Brandy, come on, my girl.
Hold on, now slow down now. Hold on, let me see these. We got Brandy.
Mm-hmm. The Boy Is Mine. Like, come on, you can't beat that track. Monica. She got that R&B, that soul.
Yeah, I saw you. There's a video you did recently. Oof. Oof.
Yours, mine, ours.
What's next for you? What's the future look like for you? What's some aspirations?
I think what's next is just to break the gate of the deaf community. Open up that barrier so that, people can come up behind and through. I really want to set up that spotlight for the deaf community so that we can be seen. And there's many ways to do that, but I think the point is that, we are giving opportunities to the deaf community. We're giving them employment. We're giving them, all these different opportunities because it's so inequitable right now. We have to bridge that gap.
Yeah, yeah, getting that equal, making that ecosystem, developing that ecosystem for our own. FUBU, for us, by us, yeah?
For us, by us. Many people don't know, Solange, and like the 90s, like I always stole my dad's looks. That Shuba look.
Man, you are doing so much. Even if you're exhausted, man, you're doing everything. So how do you take care of yourself?
I told you, because I'm stubborn. I just keep going. I want other people to succeed. I don't want it to be just me. I want it to be the Black deaf community rising up. Some days I'm just like, fuck it, I'm tired, I haven't gotten paid, and it's just frustrating. But, it's not all about the money and the pride. So you just got to keep pushing through it.
Yes, I love that word, be authentic. You're not here to hurt anyone to take over. But you're trying to earn your time. You're not here to hurt, cause pain to anyone. You're here just to love. There's so many people out there that are either have support or need support. So you watching the Super Bowl, it's coming up soon. We got Wawa, also known as Warren Snips. We got Sean Forbes, 2 deaf rappers who will be performing at the Super Bowl. Wait.
Okay. I gotta tell you something.
Whoa. Okay, come on.
They picked Wawa twice already. Wawa, come on, go back home. When I found that out, I'm like, what? Where's my turn? What about a Black deaf woman over here? I already had him twice.
All right, I agree. We had white men, now black men, and I think they had a white woman. Where's the black women?
Where's the Black deaf woman over here?
Where's the black women? Like on Deaf U.
Don't get me talking about that. Don't get me started.
I mean, we don't have to.
Nah, I watched that at my friend's house. They were all mad at me. Nah, I wasn't involved in the production of Deaf U. I wasn't, aware. People were upset though. I'm like, I'm a Black deaf woman. Why wasn't, I involved in that? Where was the flavor? But I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, what's up with that? Where are we giving the attention to deaf Black women? Where can we find them?
That's why, I'm like, who is talking in aisle? Who is at the social hierarchy that they can bring in those Black deaf women?
Who's the gatekeepers that we need to talk to? How do we get these, having a conversation with them? Yo, what's up? Where are these deaf Black women? We need to get them in.
Exactly. And I'm gonna pose a question to you.
Come on.
Why are we picking the same people and portraying them in the same way?
because it's tradition.
I think that's part of the problem. Where is the solidarity? Where is the equal opportunities? You know, I'm over here banging on the doors, and then you get hearing people chosen, you get white deaf people chosen, and where are the people that's, you know, pulling in our community? Because you get one or two people that are visible from the community, and it's just them that are shown repeatedly.
You know, that's exactly what we're gonna do right now, which is our next segment. It's perfect segue into naming those people. So we got a game, and this game is called Name Those People.
Okay, here we go. All right, ready for
All right,
this
you
one.
ready?
Oh, wait.
Okay, come
One
on.
second,
Hold on.
one
What?
sec. Can you go back? One sec, Antoine. One sec.
Oh, okay.
No, guys, don't leave. People don't leave. 1 second. I'll be back.
What? Where'd she go? Oh, where'd they go? This is the first time any guest has ever just departed on us in the middle of the show. So while we wait, go ahead and dance with me. While we wait, go ahead and dance. Come on. So to the audience, this is a good time I can explain the way this game is played. So I'll provide a visual description. So our guests can give two options of trying to name the person. Either they can name them or the activities that they do.
Okay, I'm back.
Wait, he had to leave the study? Hold on, what? This is Black History Month. Black History Month study.
I was just trying to get a little cheat sheet, okay?
You trying to get the code, huh? You trying to get the code? So again, there are two ways you can. So I'll provide a visual description. You can name the person or what they do. This is a visual description. A picture of an African American female appears in her long honey blonde locks with a ponytail style. She wears a pair of silver hoop earrings, a light blue woven jacket, and a blue jean. She stands and looks at the camera, signing deaf. Who is she?
Okay. This is Nakia Smith. I know her.
Yeah. Nakia Smith, deaf, native of Texas.
Yes, girl.
She's fourth generation deaf.
Mm-hmm.
She's popular on social media. There's a lot of exposure to the deaf culture.
I met her in Texas. She invited me for her gender reveal party, and I met her and her family. I spent time at her home. It was amazing. So great to meet just the deaf family. It was a great time. I really had a wonderful time. I hope I can go back soon.
Here's your black deaf woman. His visual description of picture African American male appears in his black low haircut. He wears a blue top and stands behind the white walls, looking at the camera,
this
calling
little boy. Oh, got me in tears.
Who?
I don't know his name, but I know that song. Oh, he's talking about being a black man, a black boy. Oh, I cried when he sang that song for the first time. Well, that was looking back, what, a year or two ago? Oh, okay,
Keydron Bryant. He's hearing from Florida. Yes.
Oh, Florida.
He's known for a powerful voice and singing. The I Just Wanna Live.
And his voice just had so much emotion. I couldn't hold it together. I couldn't do it. I had to finish that video. Okay, all right. Because, you know, I tried to sign it, and then I was trying to make it through signing that song, but I was in tears, and it was a back and forth.
Yeah, it was powerful. Just thinking about it. Yes, he's an incredible singer. Powerful singer. Visual description: a picture of an African American female appears in her black mid short afro crimpy hair. She wears a long sleeved red V blouse with a pair of blue jeans. She sits with her left hand under her chin and looks at the camera grinning. Who is she?
Is she from? Oh goodness, I have no idea.
Adrienne C. Moore.
Oh! I almost didn't recognize her. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
come on.
Oh yeah, she's Black
Come on. TV show
Cindy.
Black Cindy. Come on. She was on Orange. The new Black TV show. Come on.
I know her, but the picture just looks completely different. I don't know.
She has a twin sister as well.
Oh, stop playing.
Yep.
Oh wow, I know that.
A visual description picture of an African American male appears in his top hairless head with white short hair sides, a white trimmed mustache. He wears a gray horizontal striped dark green shirt with 2 buttons opening collar. He looks at the camera smiling and signing deaf.
Antonio. Nope.
Yeah, his name's Charles Chuck Williams. Yeah, deaf. He's been involved in NBDA, National Black Deaf Advocates, for many years. He was the founder of it. Chuck is an iconic 9-year-old leader and activist for the Black deaf community.
Okay, I'll have to get an introduction.
This is a beautiful woman. Visual description: a picture of African American females in her gray medium lengthy curl
Should
hairstyle,
be president.
a pair of brown octaval framed glasses.
My hero.
Yeah, it's Medea. Medea is hearing.
I want to be Medea when I'm older.
Who is this really?
I want to be her when I'm older. Where's my pistol? Okay. I know this.
There's a
right
visual
off the bat.
description. A picture of African American man appeals. Oh, you already gave out the name. Hold on. Short afro hair hiding inside an olive green cap. A little black, but yes, you are correct. His name's Harold Fox.
Yeah, he used to call me his dad.
Well, I would love to see that show between you two performing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, when I met him for the first time, years ago, it was at Gallaudet. We were freshmen. And he was a senior doing basketball. And he was trying to
Visual description: a picture of African American female appears in her tan head wrap on her head with a bang of blue dyed locks with 4 lock jewelries, blue-eyed eyebrows, long eyelashes, 2 silver nose rings pierced on her nose, and brown earrings. She wears a long sleeve tan blouse.
Yeah, her name's Raven Sutton. Sutton? Did I spell that right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Raven Sutton, deaf, native Alabama, dancer, ASL performer, deaf awareness advocate in Maryland. She also went to Gallaudet University. She received a bachelor and master's degree in social work from Gallaudet. Her goal is to develop her own practice as a dance therapist for at-risk youth community. We've had her on the show before. Visual description: a picture of a beautiful African American male appears in his black low haircut, some freckles on his nose, and a little black trimmed mustache. He wears white diamond earrings, a black suit jacket, covers with blue teal top, and a black tie. He glances away from the camera and grins.
Okay, well, first of all, can we just talk about how handsome Jamie Foxx is? You're both handsome, but a Jamie Foxx. Mm.
Yes, Jamie Foxx. You can have his name back. You can. He's a hearing from Texas, American actor, comedian, and singer. You may recognize him in Living Color.
Yeah, he was a part of some of my favorite shows. He really inspired some of those. He's funny.
He's an incredible actor. Yeah, he's a cool comedian.
Yeah, he's a favorite of mine.
Huh.
Oh,
I wonder who this is. This is a picture of this beautiful African American person. Wears the shoulder length honey blonde locks with pink headwear, a white short sleeve shirt, and a pair of peach shorts, a pair of 2 blue striped white socks, and a white sneakers. You might struggle with this one. I'll give you time.
Why did you put this picture in here? Who is this? Seems familiar. They seem familiar. Do they resemble me, you think? All right. We kidding. We know it's me.
This is our incredible black, deaf, queer woman. They are a comedian. This is a sign. This is Sheena's sign name. Queer Foreverrr. Find her on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Their platform is called SOS, Secure Our Signs. Going on social media virtually. In their acting career, Sheena is being seen on 6 episodes of TV One, true crime story documentaries. This one might be a hard one. This is a visual description. A picture of an African-American male appears in his top hairless head, has a black stubble mustache. He wears a black open collar top. He looks at the camera and smiles happily.
I think Wayne. No. Oh. Well, I was not right. I was nowhere near the line on that one.
He does look similar.
Oh,
this is Keith Banks Jr. He's deaf, native of Orlando, Florida. Is an entertainer, is dancing, acting, singing songs. Grandma Cat is his stage name because Keith is also a comedian.
Where's he now?
I'm looking for him too. I'm trying to bring him on the show.
Let's bring all the black comedians to the stage, okay? Black deaf comedians. You being called.
You won. You know, of course, it's Black History Month, and we got to learn about each other, with each other, educate each other.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But it's every day. I don't want to steal too much of your time, so I want to give some time to the audience. So, people, those who are out there watching live, Queen Foreverrr is here to answer all of your questions. So go ahead. Ask away.
Don't be shy now.
You can type your questions in the chat box. Someone asked me, how'd you get that sign name?
Well, because I'm always laughing. You know, something's funny, I'm on the floor. So that's where that came from.
Question is what are you working on next?
Well, I'm focusing on SOS. Really working on that show, keeping it active and going. Pretty much it.
How do we convince you to visit Chicago and perform?
Convince me, just email me.
So for those who would like to follow Sheena on their social media, it's IG at Miss Deaf Queen. That's at MS Deaf Queen. Facebook at Queen Foreverrr. YouTube Queen Foreverrr. That's 3 R's, by the way.
And yes, it is 3 R's forever. Okay, that's right.
That's Queen Foreverrr. Recently, now adding TikTok, you can find Queen at Queen BISH5. I'm not gonna say what the word means though.
I know. Just give it a sign.
No, it's at Queen BISH5.
I know.
I'll keep it at that.
I kind of got around the word.
Here's a question from the audience. What's your favorite dance move?
The jerk. You know, like that running man, the jerk backwards, or the Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Hey, teach me how to Dougie.
Question is, where do you get your ideas?
I'm just really an observant person. So when I see people's, stories, their comments, I just kind of create a story around that.
Are you on Instagram?
And yes, I am on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll show the social media handles again. Question is, I love your tattoos. What does yours represent?
Oh, yeah, they're just different parts of my life. Because I can be, constantly when I get upset up, just kind of builds and builds and builds until, I just kind of let it all out. So it just kind of explodes. So this is another one. This is a queen card. I feel like that represents me as the queen. And I think I got that title, the queen, because I'm just always the loudest one.
Question is, how do you envision other BIPOC deaf talent collaborating together?
Oh, I like this question. I do. I think maybe we start with educating each other. I think it's great to collaborate with other BIPOC artists and performers. So, it really just starts with that piece of education.
Statement good, wonderful. Your ASL, your songs and dancing now. Man, people are trying to get you. People are trying to get you.
Like I said, email me.
Statement, we wish you could go to do a show in a bunch of mainstream schools. Actually, that's a question. Do you go to a lot of the schools?
Say that again.
Do you often go to different schools?
No, no, I was mainstream.
No. What I mean is, do you often go to perform?
Oh, I haven't yet. Deaf club. Hosted a couple events, but I've never gone to like a mainstream public school to perform.
So we're almost time's running out. So come on, give us some more questions. I think some people are going off to the bathroom. They'll be back.
Yes. Just invite me out.
Questions?
Northern California, I have been there before. not
To
to
Northern
perform,
California?
but
Oh, okay. You haven't been to the Bay
I
Area yet?
certainly wouldn't mind it. Antoine, have me out there.
Yeah, our 10th year Deaf Festival is coming up. Oh, that's what the question is. Is you can if you, there's out of the form, you can fill it out. Question is, if you were to come to New York, where would you like to perform?
In Harlem. Harlem or New York City.
What was that again? You said Harlem,
Yep.
NYC.
Harlem, New York City. Really, those two places.
What about at the Apollo?
Is that in
Yeah, the
Harlem?
Apollo Theater. That's where we
You'll have
should
to
see you
drag me
there.
out of Harlem to go there.
Question is, what's your biggest motivation on your hardest days? That's a good question.
Um, I think for me, I find that motivation by, um, the fans. I look through, social media, and they give me a lot of inspiration.
Yeah, do you mind repeating that?
Yeah, if I'm having a hard day, I'll look at QVENB. I find a lot of motivation there. I read a lot of the comments, and that really lifts my spirits. Oh, thank you.
This is a question, but what it wasn't a question, but I really love your videos and yep. People really want to learn from you. All right, gal. You can follow Sheena. Yes, not Shanae. No, it's
Mm-mm.
not. Mm-mm.
Sheena. Sheena.
Again, you can follow their social media. IG is at Miss Deaf Queen, MSDEAF Queen. Facebook at Queen Foreverrr, 3 R's or 2 additional R's, Foreverrr. YouTube, Queen Foreverrr. Is that
They're
separate, or
basically the same.
is that Queen Foreverrr one word, or is it separate? Or is that 2 words? And then TikTok at Queen
BIH.
BISH5. So we have one last burning question. What is the best advice you can give to interpreters?
I am glad you asked that question. Thank you, for interpreters. Please be real. Please don't, be shy and not get clarification if you need it. If you need it, interrupt me. Get clarification. Don't try and skirt around it. Because that's one thing I don't appreciate. So if you're going to work with the deaf community, I think you need to be a little bit more assertive.
That's awesome. I love learning from you. FYI, you're the first guest of 2022.
Ooh, I feel special.
That's true, for sure, for sure. Before you leave, what do you want to let the people know? Maybe something you haven't let them know thus far.
Okay. This is for my Black deaf community. Something I said to the interpreters is be assertive.
So whatever you feel, what?
If you feel stuck, if you feel like you're on a path that's not moving forward in this world, and you're just waiting for something to happen, that's not going to take you anywhere. You have to make it happen. You have to move your feet. You have to get yourself not out of that quicksand. You have to. And if you don't, I'm going to come right up behind you. I'm going to push you out so that you can get going on your path.
Yeah. Whoo. That is DeafWoke.
We are very woke up in the show.
You know, you're reminding us to wake up, push yourselves.
Just like your hashtag says, it is DeafWoke. DeafWoke.
Oh, yeah. Snap
That's
it
all I
back.
got to say. You're right.
I believe it. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for educating us, opening up to us, sharing your Black deafness. You're strong. You're courageous. That rich history. Keep going, doing what you're doing. You know, there's a community out there that really heard you tonight,
Definitely.
that really felt you.
Yeah. I think they did hear me. So thank you so much for letting me share my story. You know, I really just want everyone to know the real me. So thank you for that opportunity.
I feel you.
Much love, virtual hug.
Until next time, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Did you feel, Sheena, did you feel that love? Wow. That's Queen Foreverrr. That was Queen. Sharing their thoughts, sharing their story. Some people don't realize they think they is warm or hard, but no, Sheena's she's warm. You know, so tonight you felt their warmness. So I encourage and recommend following Sheena. You know, we all have different flavors, different perspectives of things. I hope you can pick up different aspects of our culture. Being Black, the real experience. Sheena uses comedy to heal. It's a form of art. So you can use comedy to heal. Yeah. Different facets of art heal. They heal our soul. Did you feel their light? We need to uplift each other, uplift our wisdom, uplift one another. Did they make you laugh? Because that's laughter is medicine. Laughter is medicine. Try it. Just come on, laugh with me. Come on, Joel, with me. Just go ahead and laugh. Just laugh. See, comedy, it's poetic. There's meaning behind these skits, the comedy. Don't judge someone. Understand what their story means. You know, you could create art. Cooking is art. What is the meaning behind it? And I always say, we always have to take time to listen to each other. take time to hear each other, feel each other. So I'm going to stop dragging on, but I want to say thank you for watching. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I have to say thank you, of course, to Queen Foreverrr, interpreters, fabulous Kaylee, Jay, the audience, HowlRound. Thank you to Drop Labs, GFTA, and you. Thank you to Popfish, who made this t-shirt. Come on, where my hearts at? Come on, where my click those hearts. Come on, click those hearts. Let me see those likes. If you can, if you want to, please consider donating to our Real Urban Jazz Dance Company. All of our donations go to our artist. We're not going to stop here, but I'm so happy you guys came. Now, let you know tomorrow we have a young deaf black teenager going to be on our show tomorrow. But I don't want to give it to you who. Come see it. Come look at our Facebook page. See, we'll be online tomorrow. Come see it. Where my hearts, where my likes at? Come on, come on. Okay. Peace, love, and I'm out. Oh, and Happy New Year. Where's my music at? Where's my music at?